Our job is not an easy task. And who says it was gonna be easy? Are we relying on those sources? Okay, hello everyone, my name is Natalia, and today we're gonna discuss about the article, The Curricula, a reflection of our identity as teachers. As I said before, our job is not an easy task. Reflection on our own identity as teachers comes with reflecting upon the curricula, the language curriculum, that is another thing, another different thing, our school, our students, the parents of our students, the story of our students, the history of our students, as well as our own history, and how it's going to impact our teaching role in their lives. So I believe that this profession comes with resistance. Comes with resistance from the overload of job and work that we need to do in day to day, but also of dedication. Our passion must be intertwined with the stamina to endure difficult times, because there are times that there are many uncertainties that we are going to face in our day-to-day. So this must be implemented on our role. We should become a strategist. Therefore, our planning must reflect on the challenges we face day to day, the challenges that the students are going to have, and the ones that we see from the reality of teaching, from our context and our institutional philosophy. How does that contrast sometimes with the teacher role is very difficult. And it is a question we must ask ourselves before entering into this profession. We should be aware of all those things when we are planning our lessons, when we are designing our classes, and when we are having our interdisciplinary thoughts and dialogues. So the teacher must know that all of this comes in the curricula. The curricula emerges as a tool to transform our teaching realities. It reflects the understanding of this curricula is not just about listing contents, as Cole says in its vision, in 1990, because we should know and be aware of the dynamics of each culture, of each community, and specifically in language classrooms. In Roots, the curricula says the necessities and demands of each context. What are the macro demands, the demands in each spectrum? Because it is not only about what do I say as a teacher. Of course, we are the mediators of this learning and teaching processes, and educational processes, but we are here to help students to learn, and helps the students to learn in a context that is unique. So we should build transparent practices upon the curricula, because that is how we challenge ourselves. And this would be a question that we ask day to day. How am I building coherent and transparent practices? Because it leads to thinking about what is pertinent in this action, if it's feasible, the contents we are delivering. As teachers information, we could achieve this by knowing the demands in each spectrum, as I said before. The demands are a careful translation of the curricula, because all of these worries that we face day to day come and appear in the classroom experiences. The teacher creativity, empathy, and adaptability are put to test. And that is when we mentioned in the last episode, in the last series, in the last episode, yes, that language classes should be sensitive to the context, should be highly sensitive to what's happening in the reality. So evaluation, on the other hand, closes the cycle. Why? Because then there we can see what are the skills that we are targeting, how is this targeting being accurate to the learning process. As well, we should know like what are the opportunities to improve and how could we improve according to the cognitional processes that the student is making. This is a plan and opportunity for continuous improvement. Only if it leads to reflection. If not, maybe we are not targeting and we will not plan to success. Therefore, our profession is an act of encouragement, of knowing what discourses we are seeing in the context, what is being said, and what is everyone's necessities in our institutional context. The challenges could be many, but looking at the rewards of others, as our teacher said, is priceless.